But I want to do something here, Jimmy and Heath. Let's talk about the Premier League power rankings, because even though the table shows a very tight one, of course, it's very early, United, Chelsea, and Liverpool. I wanted to ask both of you, if I was to ask you your top four in terms of power rankings, just the way that you see them as a team. It doesn't necessarily have to mirror the table, but rather just the way that you feel these teams are playing. I feel like Heath is ready to give his answer. And if you say Arsenal, Heath Pearce, I'm gonna leave this room right now. Give me your top four power rankings. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and this isn't a super hot take, by the way, just because there really isn't an opportunity for it right now. But I'm gonna go with Chelsea, just because I think Lukaku at number one. Lukaku's been a revelation, again, answering and solving some of their problems. I think defensively they've still got some issues that they're going to have to work out throughout the year. But just with him on the field, it is shown that they are my out-and-out favorites to withstand the pressures of a long season with Europe and come out on top currently. If I were to give my power rankings based on just this weekend alone, I would say it's Man United. There was something so special to them at number 2. I'm going to put them at number 2 on this one just because I think what they showed is a really hard thing to replicate week in and week out. And the energy, the conviction they played with, the pace that they played with. I don't think I've ever seen Paul Pogba play 1 or 2 touches as many times as he did just to get it to people that he knows are better in the attack than him. It was unbelievable. It was spectacular. It was reminiscent of another era of Manchester United where it wasn't all about being pretty and beautiful, but they were just going and attacking with numbers and just looked really comfortable in that. And then for 3, I'm going to go with Man City. And then below that, I'm going to go with Liverpool. And gosh, I should respect Liverpool more than that. This is a hard one,
It's hard.
It's funny. This is such a low hanging fruit over the last sort of season of to do a power rankings at any point. Except for maybe early on when before City really kicked into form. But yeah, this is a difficult one. But I'm going to go with Man City just because, again, they just got so much quality. And then Liverpool. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going Liverpool now because power rankings are about now, where they stand now, not about where they're going. And so I'm going to go with Liverpool 3, Man City 4.
Okay, so Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take exception with a few of those. I'll say Chelsea on top. I agree with Heath that Lukaku is definitely leveling up this whole Chelsea experience. Defensively, yeah, there are some issues, but I feel like that's what Thomas Tuchel is very good at, is eradicating those type of defensive issues and solving problems, either with more people in the areas or whatever it may be. And his players really executing at a high level from their both offensively and defensively. So I'm not too worried about that. I think Chelsea are still the favorites to win the league. I have Man City second. They only lost to Tottenham in that first week 1-0, first week of the season. Still trying to work through that Harry Kane drama. Since that's been done and dusted, they haven't given up a goal. They've scored 11 over these past 3 games. They went into Leicester, which is not an easy place to play, and got the 1-0 win and kind of grinded it out in some capacity. And it's nice to see a Man City team who I think is linked towards being a little bit pretty at times, right? Not getting they don't want to get their shorts and their jerseys dirty. Got to go in there and grinding it out against a team that was a little vulnerable. They had some frailties in the back line, Leicester, but it was a good result for them, and obviously trying to get some revenge from losing in the Community Shield 1-0. So I like Man City second. I'll say Man United third, actually. I think that Man United, to Heath's point, looked fantastic. Similar to how Lukaku, I think, is going to allow Chelsea to take that next step in their evolution. I think Cristiano Ronaldo will really help kind of level up the experience for Manchester United, turning half chances into goals. Also making sure that everybody's kind of playing to the highest of their abilities. I think he's going to demand a lot of not only the players, but the coaching staff. Like, all the professionalism is going to get ratcheted up. And I think that's just going to be good, especially for some of those younger players on the field. So I like them third, and I thought they had a good performance, even though they're playing against my Newcastle. And then I got Liverpool fourth. I mean, it's really kind of close. We're splitting hairs here on a couple of the positions. Liverpool, for me, were very good in this one. But when I look back at who they played so far, they had Norwich, they had Burnley, they played against Chelsea, and obviously, they got fortunate. There was a red card. I mean, Reece James probably deserved it there, but that was the way they got their goal against Chelsea. And then, they had a nice performance against Leeds. Now, Leeds aren't the same Leeds of last season as of yet. So I think
they are. They just ran out of luck.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair. So I just put Liverpool there because I think their strength of schedule hasn't been as strong as some of the others.
Yep. No, well done. Well, that's your power rankings. I'll be very quick on mine. I think there's a Chelsea, to me, is clearly number one. And I think they showed it against Liverpool when they still managed to play well in that second half with 10 men, which says a lot about them. I think after that, I'm going to have to go with Manchester City against the nature of but just adding players like Jack Grealish and others, I think has elevated them. I think to your point, Jimmy Conrad losing 1-0 to Tottenham, I think that was just a little bit of a wake-up call after not having Harry Kane. And after that, I'm going to go with Liverpool just for what has been going on with their chemistry and the way that they're performing and they've been consistent. And Manchester United, I still feel that they are opening doors in the midfield and just welcoming teams to come in. And better teams than Newcastle, with all due respect, will really punish them. But I think we all agree on Chelsea.
Hey, none of you guys wanted to put Spurs in the top four?
I thought about it, but they've only scored 3 goals in 4 games, and they've given up 3 goals in 4 games.
This weekend was a revelation as well.
No, yeah, to a certain extent. I thought the red card was harsh. I didn't think there was a deserved second yellow.
No, but Palace overall were a better team, I think.
Yeah, ultimately, you're right. I mean, they went in and faced a tough opponent, and I think Palace is going to be a team we're going to be talking about a lot this season. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people and potentially get into a 6 or 7 spot, squeak into the Conference League, which is something I guess teams aim for, like Arsenal. But
they were chanting, by the way, that Vieira has won more trophies than you in that game on the sideline.
I don't think he's never lost against Tottenham.